Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I might be coughing and sniffling and yeah. Live, go for launch. All right. Day is it? It's Friday. We're usually doing lives on Wednesday, but today is Friday. And it's been an intense, 2 or 3 weeks since we talked to you last. Lots of stuff going on, personal life, business, movies, all kinds of stuff. It's just been nuts. So, and builds, and that is what we're getting to today. We wanted to give you an update on our Jeep Gladiator, which we do have a name for now. It requires a backstory. In the last couple weeks, we had a good friend of ours, Travis Swanson, pass away in a climbing accident, and he was one of my best friends for sure. It's been a tough couple weeks, but Travis was in, his company was named Norse. He looked like a Viking. He had awesome Viking tattoos and all that stuff. So we were like, all right, we got a name. And he loved the Gladiator. Just a couple weeks ago, he did drive the Gladiator, and he said he came up to Rochelle after he was done driving it, and he said, when you go to sell this one, I think I'm gonna buy this one from you. And I've tried to sell him every other single truck. So we decided that we should name it after something that Travis would like. So we went around the horn, like, what should we name it? And I actually did see a YouTube comment come across that you should name it Odin. And I said, money, that's the one. And Travis would have loved that. So we named it Odin, the Gladiator. So let's give you a quick walk around of what Odin looks like now. We've been working every day, waiting for things to come in, installing them as they do, and we're pretty much finished now with the build. We do have 2 decisions to make, which is actually probably 400, but it's 2 right now. So let's start at the front. We're waiting on the front bumper right now from AEV, working with Dave, and they're working on that. We're gonna get one of the first ones of those when they do come out. Eventually, I can't say when they're gonna come out, but we're hanging tight for that. So in the meantime, we bought the worn base plate for the stock Gladiator bumper, and we were able to mount our Xeon winch right there. Now, I don't have any real qualms or problems with the factory bumper. This is a great looking bumper. It's practical, and it mounts a winch in it with a base plate. So not much to complain about there. It's pretty simple if you just want to go build a Gladiator, a base plate, and you can mount a winch in it. However, there are a few problems with it that if we wanted to get nitpicky, it's really low, but I think I know why that is, because OE equipment from like Toyotas and Jeeps and Chryslers and all those companies, they have laws that they have to abide by the government, and bumper heights can't be so high. They have to be at a certain height to pass the requirements. So I'm guessing that's why this is as low as it is, but still at the same rate, it's still pretty high. I know that the AEV one is going to be tucked up higher. You can go see what those look like. They're similar to the JLs. It's going to be up in here and whatnot. The other problem is you can't really see your winch line, and you can't fix your winch line if you have to work on it. There's stuff right here, and it's kind of getting in the way. So I do look forward to solving those problems in the future. But for now, man, this thing will go, it'll work forever if we wanted it to. We terminated it with the Epic Fairlead and the new Sidewinders from Warren, which are really cool. I think that gives it an awesome, tough look. So let's see what else. Yeah, this replaces a shackle. Make sure that you have the soft shackles or the non-Epic kits right now with this. It's designed for the soft equipment and the soft straps, not the Epics. So just so you know that for right now. It's been wrapped. That was the next thing. We worked with SES here in Bozeman on the wraps. Came out really good. I'm excited about this one. I wanted to do inlays for a long time, and was the best time to do it. So if you see here, we actually inlaid Xoverland on the side, and then we wrapped over the top of it. And what it looks like now, after it's wrapped, it looks like the hood is stamped with Xoverland. So if you were to tell somebody this is a stamped hood, it would probably believe you. Then we did the same for our Xoverland logo on the hood. So we inlaid that and wrapped over the top of it. And I think it just turned out really good. It looks tough. It feels right on the Gladiator, on a Jeep platform, and I'm excited. It's cool when a plan comes together. Next we have the CBI steps. Now these are aluminum, and what we did is CBI is building a much more robust step for the Gladiator, but we said, hey, we're about to leave on a trip. Can we get something done? And so they creatively came back to us and said, yeah, actually just send us the factory slider or guard, which is what this is. And we shipped them down to them, and they welded on a step, an aluminum step, to the side of that and put it back on. So now we have the ability to stand on the sides, get some protection from the doors and the rocks, not dinging up the side too bad. We can stand up here and get into our equipment, get the max tracks off, get into the alley boxes, etc. And if we have to lean on something, it'll protect it. These are pretty light duty, not gonna lie, we know that. But we're waiting for the beefy stuff that's coming later. They just need more time to design it. The SEMA Foundation, I forget what it's called, SEMA Association, just launched all the CAD codes for the Gladiator. It took a while for them to get that out. So a lot of companies right now are just now getting to the point where they can design and work through the CAD on the Gladiators. So that's why we see some of this stuff being slow to the market, because the design capabilities just hit the industry. So that's about it there. The sliders look awesome. They're gonna work perfect for this trip. And yeah, so we move on. Let's see, in the back, forget what we talked about last time. We've got our ham radio mounted. Why don't you come on into the interior? We'll just work on it here. Come this way. Gonna go to the other side? All right. Sweet. So Tanner has been working ferociously on this thing. This interior's been tore apart for about 2 weeks. Waiting on parts, waiting for the right length of cables, all that stuff to make this a very clean and professional install. And we've done it. Tanner's done it. He did a great job. You've already seen the ham radio mount up here. We did a rear view mirror delete and mounted our ICOM 5100A radio in here. We've got all of our programming done now for these for our next upcoming trip for GMRS and other in-ham stuff when we need it. Radio's programmed. We've also put in a Blue Sea module into this radio that's under the seat, and that Blue Sea module allows us to attach an Android tablet to it and run the ICOM M1 something app that when we talk and transmit using D-Star, plots our positions in real time on the map, which is going to be really critical for the PPGs, the powered paragliders in the air. We've really been scratching our head and investing in technologies that will give us the most, I guess, real-time capabilities on understanding where those power gliders are in relation to the trucks in case something happens. We have really gone all out. So we've got the ICOM system with D-Star. We've got Garmin Rhinos on the GMRS side that can transmit. They're on 5 watts. That's a backup. Each pilot will carry one of those. And then we have the InReach Minis in each truck and on each pilot. Here you go, it's tapped in over here. That we are able to communicate satellite to satellite between the two. And this Mini talks to the Overlander right here. as we're going along too. So we have, if you add the cell phones, if they work, we've got cell phones, D-Star, InReach, which runs on the Iridium network, and a Rhino for a backup. So we've got 4 systems that hopefully will get us out of a pinch if needed. Let's see, going through the rest of the truck, we did a cigarette lighter delete, that 12-volt socket, and we just went on and ordered a dual USB high amperage. This is 5-volt, 4.2 amp dual USB slot that has an amperage reader in the center, so we can just at a glance look and see what our battery is at. We have not done a secondary battery on this Gladiator yet, because we know that for the most part we'll be carrying a canopy on the back, and the canopy has our auxiliary battery system in it. So that powers other things in electronics, and we wanted that to just have a disconnect. Primary battery in the Gladiator, secondary battery in the canopy, and they can go away independent of each other when they get taken off or put together. So let's see, I gotta look around. I don't think we've done much else. We did put a loudspeaker on this radio, so it's nice and clear. The Gladiator has really been built specifically for our search and rescue vehicle, per se, for this mission. It can haul 4 people, it can haul a lot of equipment, safety gear, rescue gear on the back. It can go in further than anything because it's on 37s and dual locked front and rear. There's no question that the trail capability of the Gladiator is superior to our other vehicles, and we're excited about that. So this is the go get 'em truck, and this will be the chase truck for powered paragliders, which is exciting. So much cool things all at once. Let's see, let's go to the front here real quick on your side and show. This got put on yesterday. This is the first, you've seen it here first, folks, the first Gladiator Snorkel from AEV. This is a prototype. It is actually it's not a printed one, it is a injected molded one. I got that right. And I was up in Missoula yesterday for a quick install with Dave and the guys at their skunk workshop, and it went flawlessly. Those guys really know what they're doing and how to build stuff. Really excited about it. It's got, the way it installs is you cut out this part of the hood, you mount the flange here, with these nice black rivets, install the snorkel onto it, and that's about it. We riveted this into here. They're gonna have 2 forms of brackets. They're gonna have the Expedition bracket, which is this one. If you use this one, it does eliminate the ability to fold the windshield down forward, but it's a lot stronger. We decided, most likely we're never gonna fold our front windshield down, so let's go with the stronger one that can take abuse getting hit. But they will make a secondary bracket that goes behind the windshield, and that'll still allow you to fold the windshield down when it's complete. It's pretty cool. They got the body lines perfect. Fine, this folds down with the fender, and then this body line matches this body line. It translates through, and as this comes up, it dissipates. This comes up and dissipates. They just have. I've got a man crush on AEV, so their stuff is always going to be good in my opinion. This is one of the 20-some initial injected molded. They're still tweaking this snorkel a little bit, but this is the first one ever that got put on a Gladiator in the country. So this is cool. Good job, guys. Let's move our way to the back. Right now we're going through a decision-making process on our next trip if we should mount the canopy on the back or to keep it as a bed. We love the looks of it with just the bed, and it does have functionality with being able to haul powered paragliders, which are pretty big. You can see those here in a minute. way up there, and they occupy to about right here when one is set on its side. But if you had to go in and get somebody, you could easily haul 2 or 3 guys. There's going to be 3 of us flying. So that allows us to have some vehicle that can get us back to the main aircraft carrier, so to speak, without having the Tundra and the trailer having to go into somewhere really tight to get them. Speed is the name of the game in those scenarios. So, but if we go without the canopy, we lose a refrigerator, we lose a rooftop tent, we lose a power station, and the ability to stack bags and a bunch of stuff in a dust-proof environment. So we are going through the gear right now, and we're just going to have to make a decision on what is the better priority and what is the greater likelihood of use. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see what we decide. My hunch right now is that we'll end up with a canopy on it. Maybe. We are really figuring that out. We got a couple of our older alu boxes on the back. We're trying to figure out, okay, can we stuff stuff in there and get by and make, blend the 2 systems? We'll see. So I think that's about it when it comes to the update on the Gladiator. Just rolled over 5,000 miles. It's running great. And yeah, I can't wait to get it on the trails and really push it. So that is the Gladiator update. Unless I'm forgetting anything. Anybody in the world of XO here? Am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Awesome. Thanks. Maybe just show them the wrap a little bit more. They haven't seen that. We went with XOverland on the side here, a trademark. Usually it goes here on the door, but we wanted it so that if we ever decide to run without doors, the truck stays branded, which was fun. I think that's about it. We've got some cool plans for these steps. We might integrate something into here. We'll see. Just have to stay tuned. It's stuff that's still coming, so hang tight. If you want to see how big a powered paraglider is, it's right here. So that needs to fit on the back of that, or not at all. That's what we're dealing with. They're not heavy or anything, it's just bulky. And then this is the canopy, if you're wondering what that is. So this is the trade-off. We would gain all of this with a drawer, more USB power systems. Yeah, we get a lot out of this as well. So it's just things we must figure out in time. Actually, in the next 5 days. We gotta have it figured out in the next 5 days. Probably by the end of the day, so we can outfit whatever we're doing appropriately and test run it. So yeah, I think that's the scoop today. If you have any questions, I'll answer a couple questions and then we'll let you get on to your day. No? Richard's saying no questions today. You will not. I'm gonna blame it on Richard. So, cool. Well, thank you. Have a good day. Have a great weekend. Go out, get it, and we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.